Hey bass players, it's Gary. I've got our new pedal board in front of me. We've got one for each campus, our Worship Center stage, Sanctuary stage, and our Bloomington campus. We've got 3 identical boards. I put suggested settings on all of them, so we're gonna pan over to that now. It's pretty simple. The first pedal is one we already had. It's a tuner. It'll also mute you when it's engaged for muted tuning. The last one is our Tone Hammer DI, again, which we already had. I'm gonna walk through how I'd use these 3 pedals right now. So the first one is a compressor. What it's gonna do is make your loud playing just a little bit quieter and your quiet playing just a little bit louder. It's just gonna smooth out your volume differences just a little bit. It's pretty subtle. I think it's usable to have on all the time is what I'd recommend. If you need more or less compression based on how loud you play, how much output your bass has, you can adjust this middle knob here that says threshold. If you turn it to the left, there's a note that says more. That'll compress it more. I like it straight up. It sounds great to me right there. Here, it's gonna be hard to hear this unless you're listening on like monitors, but here is off. Here's off. Here's on. They're about the same exact volume, which is what I'm going for. All it's gonna do is bring up your loud playing or your quiet playing just a little bit. Maybe you can hear it here. When I engaged it, it brought it up maybe a decibel or maybe 2, and it's bringing down your loud stuff just a touch too. Okay, the last pedal in the chain that I mentioned is the Tone Hammer DI. I would also have this on all the time. What I want you to do, even if you do turn it off by toggling off the yellow wrapped engage button. I want you to keep on this orange AGS thing all the time, no matter what. If you have this off, the volume difference between pedal on and pedal off gets way too big. So keep this on all the time. I wrote a little note there that says on. So here's actually how to turn the pedal on and off. Just use that one right there. With it on, it's gonna add just a little bit of grit. It's pretty subtle. The more you dig in, the more grit will be there. But again, I think it's usable for on all the time. So here's off. Here's on. I'm gonna play quiet. It'll be pretty clean. The more I dig in, the more it's gonna grit up. Here's with a pick. Okay, the second one, last pedal. So I'm gonna keep these on all the time. The last one is this overdrive pedal. It's called the Grizzly Bass. When you have it engaged, a white light pops up here in the midst of this grizzly bear. So now his eyes are illuminated, the pedal's on. This is gonna be a dirtier tone. It's a little bit more aggressive. Certain songs kind of call for that tone. You've probably been hearing in the bass tracks that I post. So here is off. Here's on. Here's my fingers again. Okay, and then one more thing. The suggested settings are all notated in green around all of the pedals. There's one extra kind of bonus setting I wanted to give you here on this Grizzly Bass pedal. If you want even something more aggressive for like the song King of My Heart, for instance, turn these 2 knobs to the settings that I put on these little yellow things. I think you'll be pretty easy to figure out. In the mids, turn them straight up, and then we're gonna crank the overdrive all the way up. And you'll get this type of a sound. One sec. Try it again. Anyways, that's a little bit more extreme. May work for some songs, obviously not for most, but there's that. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'm looking forward to hearing you guys play through this. Thanks, guys. Bye.